Okay, well, hello and welcome to class today. Thank you for being here. So today is my 20th teacher training class. It's my last one that's required for teacher training. So I really appreciate you being here for this final class. And a couple things before we get started. We're going to do what's called Power Pack, which is a combination of Sat Kriya, which I'll walk you through, and Kirtan Kriya, which is an 11-minute meditation that we've done together. In this particular class, in preparing for it, since it's called to sit in what's called rock pose, it may be a good time, if this position doesn't work for you, to have a cushion, a block between your legs, or even sitting on a chair or in an easy seat. So deciding if this position doesn't work for you, what may work before we get started. Also, because this particular practice isn't going to use a lot of the nostril breathing. We will do a breath work with in the beginning. So it's also a good time to clear your nostrils, like blow your nose. I usually try to blow my nose before I begin because it just clears out anything before beginning, especially for this particular breath work. And some of the breath work that we do in other practices, this Sat Kriya won't require a breath, focus on a breath. And for pregnancy or menstruating, first 3 days of menstruation, this is not recommended because it is a pulling on and creating heat with the navel center. So it would interfere with the menstruation and the hormones, etc. Energy, not recommended. And for pregnancy, it's really just recommended to check with your doctor in terms of what is recommended. So we'll begin this practice. You're welcome to sit in easy seat. That's where I'd like to start. And let's just begin by getting grounded. Just before we even begin the breath work, just close your eyes and either hold onto your knees if you want a grounding posture, or fold them in your lap, overlap them with your thumbs touching, like Argyan Mudra with your index fingers and thumbs touching. See what posture feels good for you to start the practice this morning. Just ground yourself here and sit up nice and tall and straight. And do a body scan as you breathe in and out. And just see if there's any tension anywhere in your body and send relaxation there. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and your neck is relaxed. Your arms are relaxed, and your torso and your legs. Take a breath here, and when you breathe out, send that relaxation down into your body. Take a few more breaths like that, grounding breaths, breathing in with the nose and breathing out with the nose, and visualizing relaxation penetrating your body, gently flowing where it needs to flow. And begin to see if you notice any sensations anywhere in the body from using your imagination and visualizing relaxation flowing through you. Very good. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths here. Cleansing breath means we breathe in fully through the nose using your belly. Fill up your belly with breath. And then when you expel the breath, press your belly in towards your spine and completely expel the breath through your nose. Pause here at the bottom. Let's take another breath in, fill the belly up. Hold at the top. And when you're ready, release the breath. completely expelling it from the body. So here, the breath work we'll try to practice today is it's a 4 sniffs in and 4 sniffs out. So it's basically holding on to the knees, and or whichever hand position you prefer. Gyan Mudra is okay too. And when you take a breath in, you take 4 sniffs in. So it's 4, you fill up 4 consecutive sniffs in. When you're fully with the breath, make sure your shoulders are relaxed, and then take 4 sniffs out, completely expelling the breath and using the belly to breathe. So then it's 4 sniffs in, hold at the top, and 4 sniffs out. And when I mention sniffs, it's pushing the air out through your nostrils using your belly, and just continue in this way with 4 deep breaths in, breathing, sniffing in 4 times, filling up, and holding at the top, and 4 out, and then holding at the bottom. And continue here for a few more rounds of breathing in this way. And take the last round. And after expelling the 4 sniffs out, return your breathing to normal. Kundalini yoga is called the yoga of awareness, the yoga of self-awareness, and it is perhaps the only yoga that's taught with the recommendation of the eyes being closed through the entire practice, or as much as possible. So you're welcome to keep your eyes closed, and I'll give you guidance as much as possible through my words, through describing the movements that we go into. So, and with the eyes closed, if you want, you're invited to look up towards your third eye as much as possible, which is the brow point. So your eyes would be, while they're closed, looking up towards the third eye with your eyes closed, looking up towards the brow point. And that is said to stimulate the pituitary gland that is behind the optic nerve, behind the eyes. So here we will begin by opening up the practice, and we open up the practice with what's called an Adi mantra, using our voice and a particular sequence of sounds to connect to what's called the golden chain of teachers who have come before us and practitioners. And we call in our highest consciousness when we express this mantra. So you're welcome to bring your hands together into prayer position in front of your chest and tucking with your fingers pressing gently towards each other, your hands, your arms extended parallel to the floor, and then tuck your thumb knuckles into your chest and pressing gently. And I'll repeat the first one just to share with you what the mantra is. It's Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And as much as possible to do that in one long breath. And when you do the to lift your tongue and press it up against the palate, the top of your mouth, where there are more than 80 meridian points. So we'll take a cleansing breath first, meaning a breath in and a breath out. So take a nice deep breath in using the belly. And breathe it out. Next one in, we'll begin, and we'll repeat the chant 3 times. Breathe in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Gently bring your hands back down into Guide Mudra, index fingers and thumbs touching, the other 3 fingers extended and touching. Just absorb the opening, the connection with your higher self, your higher consciousness. Your inner guide. This practice begins to allow our inner guide to become our primary guide. Okay, let's take 2 more nice breaths here. And we'll move into the warm-ups. Last breath in, relax your shoulders, relax your body. And expel the breath completely. Very good. Here you can just turn your hands over onto your knees, and we will begin with what's called Sufi grinds, moving inside of your torso. So you'll move your chest forward with your neck parallel to the floor, not dipping your neck at all. Your chin will stay parallel and rotating around in a nice circle, and breathing in as you come to the front. And all through the nose, breathing out when you go to the back, and arch your back and feel that stretch. Find a pace that your body likes. And you come back to the center again with your next round and change directions. You're doing great. Very good. Really pay attention to what the body's desiring and to be in alignment with your body's desires. Do 2 more here. When you finish the last one, come back to center. Take a nice breath in. And expel the breath and relax. Do a body scan here. Making sure your body's relaxed. No tension in the shoulders, no tension in the legs. Just sitting up nice and tall and straight, letting the spine support you. Really feeling the lightness of this posture, just sitting. Feeling communion with yourself. Deep connection. And then here we'll move into shoulder shrugs. So gently lifting the shoulders up and breathing in when you lift the shoulders up, pulling the energy up from your lower belly, your root chakra, drop, and then dropping the shoulders down. And you can make them in a drop, and when you drop, you release the breath. So see what your body wants here. If it wants a straight drop, or if they want to come down slowly, just connect with the motion of your body. how long your body wants you to hold your shoulders up. And breathing in as you lift the shoulders, and breathing out as you relax them. And visualize energy coming in up through your sexual center, pulling it up as you lift the shoulders, pulling it up with the breath, and then releasing it. Good. When you're finished, when your body's finished, sit gently in stillness. Absorb the energy, the posture. In our last posture today, our last warm-up will be butterfly. Since this is not technically a morning practice, otherwise we would get up on do some downward dogs, but many of us may have been up a part of the day, so we'll stay seated and bring the feet to touch. And you can bring your feet as close or as far away as you'd like to your body, interlacing your fingers and wrapping them around your toes if you'd like. Or you can hold on to your big toes and press in on with your thumbs on your nails, your toenails, as that's a meridian point, pressure point in there. And you're welcome to flutter your butterfly if it wants to flutter. And find a flutter that you like, slow or fast, big wings going up and down, or little flutters. Sitting up nice and tall and straight, your shoulders relaxed. Imagine your butterfly taking flight, what that sensation is of flying, the lightness of it, the joy of it. Good, and bring your body back to stillness, and you can bring yourself back into easy seat and allow yourself to absorb that energy, maybe even giving your body a little rocking motion to move energy. Sometimes the body may have energy inside that wants to just move up, and you can let it move up or help it move up by giving yourself a little shake. Oh, very good. And surrender into your stillness. With nice long deep breaths. We'll work ourselves next. Let's take 2 more breaths here before we begin the Kriya. Deep breath in and out. You can breathe out through the mouth, these last 2. And then a sigh. Really pressing that breath out. Very good. If you need another one, take 1 more. Breathe in. Good. Notice any sensation. As we move ourselves into the position for the Kriya. A Kriya is a term in Sanskrit for a set of exercises that is for a particular purpose. So this Kriya is called Sat Kriya, and it's traditionally done in rock pose. But as I shared in the beginning, it can be done sitting on a chair or sitting with a block between your shins and your thighs. Find a comfortable position where there's no pain, with the knees, with the feet, if possible, facing upwards, and as sitting on, if you are sitting on your heels, then sit directly, your sit bone on your heels. And here, the position for this is to interlace your fingers and to bring your index fingers to pointed position with your thumbs, one folded over the other. They can be held at the chest point if the arms are sore, or if you don't want to hold them up, they can also be held directly here. Or the posture is to hold them straight overhead, kind of hugging the ears and pointing straight up. So you're literally like reaching for the sky in this particular posture. And then the mantra that goes along with it is called Sat Nam, which means truth is my identity. So when you say Sat, you pull in on the navel center. So it's Sat Nam, and then you completely release it. So this stimulates sexual energy. This is, if there's one Kriya to do per day, this is the one that is recommended in Kundalini yoga. It's a fundamental practice of Kundalini, and it's done for 3 minutes. So if during this 3 minutes, as I mentioned, if you get tired with your arms up, you can bring them down to heart center and continue, or if you decide you want to stop, then you're welcome to stop, and we'll meet you at the end of the 3 minutes. So I'll set the timer for 3 minutes. And in position and belly out. And then the first one we'll do Sat, pull in, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Arms straight as much as possible, spine straight. Nam, Sat, 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 halfway there, Nam, Sat, 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 Nam, last 30 seconds. Nam, Sat, 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 Nam, last 2. Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, last 1. Nam, and keep in the posture. Take a deep breath in Engage Mula Bandha. So tighten your sex organs, tighten the anus, tighten the pelvic floor, hold the breath as much as possible. Hold the pelvic floor tight, tight, tight. Visualize pulling that energy up through your body, out through the top of your head, your crown chakra. Hold as long as you can. And when you're ready, release the posture. Work yourself directly to the floor for Shavasana for a 3-minute relaxation. It's a requirement of a mandatory relaxation for integration. So you can have a blanket or make yourself fully comfortable. Begin to wiggle your toes, move your fingers. When you're ready, circle your ankles, circles with your ankles, and circles with your wrists. You can roll over on your right side using your right arm as a pillow. And stay here for a few breaths. And using your right arm, slowly prop yourself up and your right leg and bring yourself back slowly to seated position. And here we'll prepare for the curtain kriya, and I will play music for that in just a moment. Just to give a brief overview of this practice, it's about an 11-minute practice done with a mudra, which is a hand position, and a mantra, which is sounds. So the hand positions that align with the sound are index finger and thumb touching first, sa, then the next finger, middle finger, ta, na, ring finger, pinky finger, and thumb. Pressing, gently pressing when you bring, when sa, ta, na, ma, and just you go back to the beginning each time, and it's first done out loud as a singing, sa, ta, na, ma. Then you'll notice the music will change to a whisper, which is connecting to the spirit realm. And then it goes into complete silence where you just either repeat it in your mind or you can repeat it with your mouth without sound. And then it will return to whisper, and then it will return to out loud. And this has been proven by research to be very beneficial. So I'm going to get the music ready for you. Okay, we'll begin.
Allow that to completely absorb in your body. Sit in stillness. See if you can become your stillness. Notice how your stillness feels. Notice where your stillness is. Is it around you, above? Know that you can return to your stillness anytime you need it. It's accessible and available to you always. Let's deepen the breath here. You can gently move your body kind of in a wing kind of motion, with one shoulder going up and the other going down. Find a movement that might feel good for you. Return to the room. Good. And here we'll bring our arms overhead and interlacing all your fingers this time over your thumbs. And then just let's take one deep breath in, pulling that energy up from the sex organs. You can tighten Mula Bandha one more time here. Tighten everything. Hold your breath. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Pull the energy up. Allow it to go up and out from the top of your head. And then have it gently drape down as you release your arms, release your breath, release Mula Bandha. Take another breath here before we close our practice. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat today. And I thank you for showing up on the mat with me. Beautiful. Okay, so let's take another cleansing breath, deep breath in. And a deep breath out. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Gently pressing your thumbs up, your thumb knuckles up against your chest, and we'll close with a long sat and a short nam, which means truth is my name, truth is my identity. We'll do one long sat and a short nam. Deep breath in. And begin. Sa. Bring your thumbs up to your third eye. Look at your hands that are together. Hold me here as your third eye for a moment. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Bring your hands to your knees and what's available to you. Bring your forehead to touch the floor, to ground yourself, lifting your sits bones off the ground. And a breath here. And if your eyes are still closed, I invite you to gently lower your chin and come back up to seated, fluttering your eyes back open, and welcome back. And thank you so much for practicing with me. Oh my God. I'm gonna turn off the recording. Wow. I love teaching you. Yeah.